What's going on, everyone? So I just dropped the video for Nero the Young Knight. Let's just go ahead and get into it. This is my first time doing one of these videos, so we'll just watch the video and then I'll give my thoughts on the kit and whatnot.
Shall we dance? This may be fun. Hell yeah! Crash! Die! Lights out. Finish!
Alright, so Nero the Young Knight's traits randomly boosts skill damage plus 1% up to 100% damage cap plus 1 to 20,000. Okay, so 100% skill damage and 20,000 damage cap. Boost lower limit based on combo hit count, max damage plus 50%, and then damage cap plus 10,000 at 100 hits or more. DT buff active double effect. Holy crap.
Starting to heat.
Demonic arm, special damage cap plus 15,000. After special, boost HP cap 50%, restore HP, and give DT buff. Okay, so DT buff active, physical magical damage taken minus 30%. When using a skill, can't be interrupted by most attacks. Once per wave. Oh, so this is per wave. Okay, so is this DT buff like a style or a magic, maybe?
Heat up.
Oh, so the S1 is a gap closer. Okay. Instantly close the gap for a medium area fire combo attack. Skill 2, high roller, medium area fire combo attack that launches the enemy in the air. And then skill 3, Red Queen combo, frontal medium area fire combo attack, special buster, powerful fire attack to one enemy, final hit, damage cap plus 100,000.
Crazy!
Alright, so let's go ahead and look at his kit. Demon form, use all MP to give unit DT buff. Oh god. Okay. Alright. All right, that answers my question. This one, day side, I'm assuming day side. Give physical attack special an anti-god type effect, anti-type effect damage cap plus 2,000. Wow, okay, cool. Side roll boost movement speed when taking long range physical attacks. Chance to nullify damage taken. All right, that's neat. Kyrie's Deliverance. Critical damage taken minus 15%. Anti-type attack damage taken minus 15%. Okay, cool. This is kind of like Phalanx, I believe, from Ruto. Some of the knights that have it. Fire Enhance. Fire attack damage plus 10%. And then special damage plus 35%. Awaken 2? What in the world? When close to death, very greatly restore HP, increase movement speed, STR defense, mind plus 65%. Because why not? Okay. I mean, it's only a 15% increase, right? From Awaken 1. But nevertheless, that's cool that we are now just seeing, or not just now, but we're finally seeing Awaken 2. Never thought we'd see it. HP up max, Fighting Spirit 4, Heroism up 2, Crit 2, Aim Vitals, Royal Armor, Special Boost. Oh, Special Boost. Auto Brave, Auto Protection, Life Fort, Pose of Victory, Patience 2, Dual Wield. Very nice. Sword Boost, Sword Mega, Fire High Drive, Fire Mega Drive, Fire Attack Raise 3, Soldier Mastery, Combo Master 2, Brute Slayer, God Blade, Sharp Eyes, Piercing Seal Charge 1, and Goddess Kiss. Well then. So he's got 2k on Sword Mega, 2k on Fire Mega, and then 2k on Fire Attack Race 3.
Let's rock!
Ooh, nice. Okay, so Devil May Cry 5. After 7 seconds after using a skill, give a skill damage plus 40% buff one time, excluding previously used skill. Hmm. Damage from beast creatures, undead, and spirit types minus 10%. Battle start, autocast, Grand Brave, and Grand Fort. Learnable skills, time to kick some ass. Battle start, give physical attack damage plus 20% buff. Wow, okay. This is very cool. Shadow armor. I was just wondering when we were gonna get that. Cool. Giant shield. Damage from bosses minus 10%. Okay. Creature buster. Nice to see some busters. But this time to kick at or some ass. That's very cool. I'm excited for that one. So I'm gonna go ahead and assume that this, the first part, it applies to 3, right? So you can use it up to 3 times for 7 seconds after using a skill. Give skill damage plus 40% buff 1 time, excluding previously used skill. Gold orb. When HP hits 0, auto revive and recover HP half once per wave. Oh man, I like this.
Bullseye!
All right, let's go ahead and go back a little bit to his trait. So randomly boost skill damage plus 1% to 100% and damage cap to 1 to 20,000. Oh man, randomly. Okay, I don't know how I feel about this first part. This second part though, boost lower limit based on combo hit count, max damage. So basically, 100 hits, you get 50% damage and 10,000 damage cap. But when you have the DT buff active, it's double. So now you have 20,000 damage cap. I wonder if this DT buff is also applies to this. It kind of sucks that it's random. Yeah, I don't like this first part. That's such a huge gap. Like it would have been okay if it was like from, I don't know, 25%. Like it starts at 25%, and so at the minimum you're getting 25 and then the max is 50%. Like that's a, at least at the low range you're getting 25% and then at the high range you're getting 50%. This is all over the place. I don't really like the first part. Unless I'm just reading it completely wrong. The second part is okay because you can, double it, so 20k cap. You just have to activate the DT buff and just be at 100 hits or more. Demonic Arm, though. So right off the bat, he can get super armor as well as taking less physical and magic damage taken. Okay, so I feel like the first part of his second trait, you might not see ever, just because specials aren't normally known to charge super fast on most units. So I'm kind of curious to see. It kind of seems like this first part is a waste. The first part of the second trait is a waste. But the second part of the second trait is going to be easily achievable when you just proc the DT buff. So it's kind of like Virgil's doppelganger buff. It's just it does something different, but it's essentially, that same condition. You can only cast it once. But it's cool because the doppelganger, when you apply doppelganger using Virgil, the transition is pretty much instantaneous after you cast it. So there's no like there's not a super long lag after you use the spell. Okay, so long story short, the second part of the first trait, you're probably going to see more than you will um the the first part, and the same thing, and then the opposite here, you'll see the second part probably more often than the first. In arena, I don't think any of this is probably going. Just judging from his traits and everything here, I don't think any of his traits are really going to do much for him in arena aside from Doppel this, but that's on manual. You'll have to manually cast it, right? So I guess you could for manual play in arena, this probably has pretty good use. Let's go ahead and look at his skills again. Sorry.
Hell yeah!
So 16 dual wield on his S1.
Die!
God, that's such a long. Like it's cool, right? It's a cool animation, but it's way too long, especially for arena.
Hell yeah! Crash! Die!
Yeah, I'm honestly not sure how his skills, like his skill fluidity, is gonna translate into arena. Let's go ahead and look at the kit again, though. Use all MP to give unit DT buff. So yeah, it's just like Doppelganger, right? I'm assuming it costs something to cast it, right? Doppelganger costs 200 MP to cast it, but you lose all your MP regardless. Um, so this one D side day side. So anti-type effect damage cap plus 2000. So he's got Brute Slayers. So I'm assuming this applies to all types and it's not tied to only this first part, God types. So if it applies to all Slayers, that's very nice. I like that a lot. Um yeah, I don't there's nothing like too crazy, too stand out about his new skills aside from a demon form. Awaken 2 is very cool, but again, it's only I say only, but it's a 15% increase to what Awaken 1 is Fire Enhance. Honestly, I feel like this could have been something better, right? Special damage plus 35% and then fire attack damage plus 10%. So he's only getting damage cap from this one particular skill. He doesn't get very much like skill damage or damage boosts from his new skills or from the new skills that he has. Dang, he only gets 10%. He seems like he's gonna be a tanky, like he's gonna be a bruiser, right? All this is just like, hey, I can take some hits and still do damage. So just from his new skills alone, he doesn't get very much damage boosts. Okay. So his kit though, the one that we've already have seen before, or not his, but like the skills that we have seen before. He's got Brute Slayer, he's got Sharp Eyes, God Blade. I think this was on BB Shin. And Fire Attack Rage 3, Fire Mega Drive, Fire High Drive, Sword Mega Boost, Sword Boost. So I think all of his damage boosting comes from his the skills that we've already known to love. And then his new skills just give him like survivability pretty much. Yeah, it gives him some survival, mainly Awaken 2. Huh. Very interesting to see how he'll play out. And then the art, I'm still very curious about the first part here, excluding previously used skills. Okay, or skill. 7 seconds after using a skill, give a skill damage plus 40% buff one time. Okay, so the way I'm reading this is you use an S1, you get this skill damage buff, but this buff does not apply to the previously used. So this buff wouldn't apply to the S1. It would only apply to S2 and S3. I'm assuming that's how it's read. But the biggest things here for me is the time to kick some ass. We don't have really many ways to apply a physical attack damage buff. Yeah, we have like a few. We have Tinkili that does Magna Exciter. We've got some accessories that give a physical damage buff. We have a council's flag, which gives a physical damage buff, and then we have, I believe there's like one or two other skills or arc traits that give a buff, but we haven't had a teachable physical attack damage buff. This is very nice. I'm very excited for this. Yeah, I think out of all of these, like I think out of all of everything that's going on in the arc, I'm most excited for Time to Kick Some Ass. And then this is the great. This is just yeah, determination. Wait, when HP hits 0, auto revive and recover HP. Yeah, so it's basically like determined, like Indomitable Spirit, but without the skill damage buff, right? I'm assuming that's how it is.
Bullseye!
So yeah, that was Nero. He seems, honestly, he seems new player friendly, I guess. I don't know. There's just nothing as OP as I thought he was going to have. I mean, this is all on paper, right? Like, this is just from what we can see. Obviously, he needs to be tested. But from the way it stands, it kind of seems like he doesn't really have much going for him on his trait. Because again, this is super weird, right? It's random and it's such a huge range from 1% all the way to 100%. Like that huge variance is what gets me. Like if it was 50% and up to 100%, obviously that'd be a little bit broke. Well, not broken, but it'd be fine because there are units that have 50%, whether it's skill or magic damage in their trait, just to have it. So I could have seen this being at least 50%, but then that probably would have made it too good because then the variance is now 50% all the way to 100 as opposed to like ramping from 1% to 50%, if that makes any sense. Long story short, I don't like this first one. Like I said before, his first part of his second trait, um, I don't think we're going to see it much just because specials, again, don't really charge that fast. We'll see his second part of his second trade more often than his first one. And same thing with here. This one, it's 100 hits, right? But I feel like this limitation is less severe than this right here. Like I'm just not even gonna count on this. Like if this, when this procs, because it'll proc when you use a skill, that damage boost and damage cap, I'm just gonna count that as like a bonus, right? But yeah, Nero, very interesting. Nothing too game breaking, at least from what I can see. But again, it could totally change when he's in the game. But yeah, that was it for the video. I do appreciate you guys dropping by and hearing my 2 cents, my unnecessary opinion. But yeah, as always, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.